It's the American dream to invent something that will change the world, or at least change your life, building a business around selling your invention. For millions of people, the dreams of success through product invention have been real. But for many others, a small handful of blunders have turned their dreams into nightmares. In this video, we're going to take a look at 5 of the most common mistakes that have destroyed inventions. Hi, my name is John Farrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent attorney. Welcome back to my channel. The first most common mistake is delaying patent protection on your invention. When it comes to protecting an invention, the first inventor to file a patent application wins the race to the patent office. Everyone else who uses the invention is a patent infringer. I have a federal court case pending now where my client had been setting up production and begun manufacturing of a product for sale on Amazon. Literally weeks before my client's product went on sale on Amazon, another competitor filed a patent on a closely related product and sued my client for patent infringement. Whether you file a provisional patent application yourself or get help from a patent attorney in filing an application for you, if you're thinking at all about making a business from your invention, you should seriously consider at least getting some basic protection for your idea. Now, in the case of my client currently in federal court, the product had been on sale for many years prior to my client's entering production. However, this case does demonstrate the power that a patent can have in disrupting a competitive market. The second mistake that inventors often make is filing the patent application after public disclosure. In most of the world, patents must be filed before any public disclosure is made of the invention. We call this system absolute novelty. This makes sense because we don't want people reading about an invention or seeing an invention and then racing to the patent office to file a patent application. To keep things simple, these absolute novelty countries require that you file your patent application before publicizing your invention. If you put your invention out in public first, you lose your right to file for a patent. It's a little bit different in the United States, as the United States grants a 1-year grace period from the time that you put your invention out in public or publicly disclose your invention to the time that you are required to get your patent application on file. In the US, once you publicly disclose your invention, only you are entitled to the 12-month grace period. That public disclosure bars anyone else from filing a patent application on your invention. As you might expect, a simple public disclosure can raise evidentiary issues later if there's a question that arises as to what invention was disclosed and what later patent of someone else's was filed. So to avoid these problems later, the best thing you can do is to file your patent application as soon after public disclosure as possible. And again, although you have a 1-year grace period in the United States, many countries of the world have absolute novelty, including much of Europe. And if you don't get your patent application on file before public disclosure, you lose the right to get patent protection in those absolute novelty countries. Now, a third mistake that inventors often make, especially with respect to new product, is not having a clear understanding of what other products and inventions exist in the related space. Now, as I've said in others of my videos, I have really mixed feelings about whether it's valuable to conduct a detailed patent search on an invention. In some cases, it's a good idea. In many cases, it's not really worth the money or the time. However, before spending time on developing and prototyping an invention, it makes a lot of sense just to do a basic product search to determine whether someone else has previously designed or is selling your product. There are so many ways to check online using internet searches or the Google Patent Database or even ChatGPT to see what other products exist in your space. One valuable search is to check the internet for images of products that relate to your invention. Even if you don't find an exact match, you may get some ideas on how to improve your invention before filing your patent application. The fourth mistake that many inventors make with respect to their inventions is not really understanding the time and cost required to get a patent on their new idea. Preparing and filing a patent application through getting a patent application allowed can cost many thousands of dollars and take 2 or 3 years to complete. Because of this, you only want to reserve patents for those inventions that you're considering using in a business. As I've said many times in others of my videos, patents are not for hobbyists. There's no reason to have a patent unless you intend to make and sell a product and you want to exclude others from your space. So before you jump into the patent application process, especially for a non-provisional utility application, be sure that you sit down with your patent attorney and have a clear understanding of what the entire process is going to cost and how long it will take. What you don't want to do is to start the application process and run out of funds before the patent is granted. Now, the fifth mistake that many inventors make is in preparing and filing their own non-provisional patent application. Now, it's completely possible to prepare and file your own provisional patent application. And I have many videos describing how to do this, and I even sell a book on Amazon on how to prepare and file your own provisional patent application. However, a non-provisional patent application is much more complicated, especially when it comes to writing the patent claims that describe the contours and protection of your invention. These patent claims appear at the end of the patent, and it's very important that if you're not trained in drafting patent claims, that you get some help before submitting your patent claims to the patent office for examination. It takes patent lawyers many years to learn the craft of drafting patent claims that will withstand the attacks of patent litigation. And even though it may be tempting to try and do this yourself, hiring a patent attorney for even a few hours to help you draft the claims will be money well spent. Now, the Patent Office can be a wonderful resource for individual inventors. They're standing by to help you with your patent application and to help you work your way through the examination process. But when it comes to writing your patent claims, the patent examiner is generally not a good source for help on this. It's not because the examiners have any bad intentions against your invention. It's just that they're trained to reject patent claims, to protect the public interest, and make sure that the claims are narrow enough so as not to trample or impede on the inventions of the prior art. And generally left up to the patent examiner to draft your claims, you're going to end up with claims that are much more narrow than you would have otherwise been entitled to. So when it comes to patent claim drafting, even if you decide to write the entire patent application yourself, at least get some help from an experienced patent attorney in drafting your patent claims before submitting them for patent examination. Okay, these are 5 of the most common mistakes, and honestly, they're pretty easy to avoid once you know about them ahead of time. If there's other mistakes I've left out or mistakes you've made or your clients have made, put them down in the discussion section below. I'd love to hear about them. If you'd like some help protecting your invention or your IP, and you'd like to consult with an experienced patent attorney, give me a call or drop me a note at the email address below. And if you like this video, I think you'll like this next one as well. I'll see you over there.